We have many great tools to use when we are in conflict, when we want to talk with our partner, when we need to bring up a hard conversation. But if we have a really big emotional experience, we might not have access to those tools. When we have big emotions, our prefrontal cortex can go a bit offline. We can get it back by dropping anchor. Russ Harris has a great metaphor about how we can be like ships in a stormy sea. We can drop anchor to allow ourselves to steady so the storm doesn't carry us away. We aren't looking to get rid of these stormy thoughts or feelings, but to ride them out and get through them. And emotions are relatively fleeting, so we actually don't really need to wait for long. I'd like to walk you through a technique called ACE. And this is an acronym for acknowledge your thoughts and feelings, connect with your body, engage with the world. The order doesn't actually matter, although ACE is a little easier to remember than like SIA, but you can do these however fit best for you. If you want to use this as a guided exercise, think of a moment when you have had really strong feelings. A situation or an interaction, and see if you can bring those feelings and some of that intensity back to this moment. Really get back into that space. Now, let's acknowledge your feelings and thoughts. Bring some curiosity to your experience. Say, I'm noticing a blank feeling. I'm noticing a scared feeling. I'm noticing a feeling of anger. I'm noticing a feeling of dread. And we'll incorporate thoughts. I'm noticing I'm having the thought that my partner hates me. I'm noticing I'm having the thought that I'm a bad parent. So this allows us to kind of walk out of the room of our minds and see what is happening in there. Almost as if we're saying, I notice a window. I notice a chair. I notice sadness. I notice fear. I'm noticing thoughts that my partner doesn't like me. I'm noticing my mind saying I'm not good enough. Now let's connect with our bodies. While we already have these thoughts and feelings, we're not making them go away. They're still there. There are lots of different ways to connect with our body. And the main idea is really to try and feel into your body. So we could try by pushing our hands together gently. You don't have to be winning a battle here. Feel your skin on your skin. Feel the tightness of your arms as you push. Feel the pressure on your palms. You can also push your feet into the floor. What sensations do you notice in your feet, legs? Can you notice any sensations in your back or your shoulders just by pushing your feet into the floor? You can also stretching your arms up, moving your back, really feeling into your space. What are you feeling there? Does your body feel tight? Does it feel loose? Does it feel really great to stretch? If you're in public and you don't want to be obvious about this, you can just move your body in small ways or in slow motion. So pushing feet into the floor is actually really great for public spaces because most people are not paying attention to your feet. You can also, if you have your hand on a desk, which I don't, so I'm just going to have to pretend, hand on a desk, you can push your finger into the desk or raise it up really slowly. And again, just noticing what's happening in your body. Okay, connecting to it. And next, we're going to engage with the world. And we still do that through our bodies. We're going to tune into our 5 senses. What can you feel? Be curious about what's there. What can you see? Can you notice changes in light? Dust motes floating around? What can you smell? What can you taste? Taste is often the tricky one. If you are somewhere where you can taste something, say your drink, your tea, go ahead and do that and notice what happens when you're tasting that thing. What happens in your body? What does it feel like to be tasting that? Sometimes all we have in the moment is the taste of our own mouth. So you can go with that as well. And what can you hear? Are there any sounds that you can hear inside? Sometimes we can hear ourselves swallow. What sounds are you hearing in the room? If people are talking, can you hear it as just sound and not as language? So not trying to listen to their conversation, but just hearing it as sound, almost like bird song, but people. Be curious about what's there. So remember, we're not trying to make the storm go away or even to distract ourselves. What we're looking to do is to be less tangled up in it, more able to think of those ways that you want to behave, where you are a little more in control of your body to do the things that are important to you. So in this conversation, in this moment, now that I'm less tangled with my feelings and my thoughts, and I'm more present in my experience, who do I want to be in this moment? How do I want to show up?